Hi everyone, it's 6th of May, yes, I'm constantly having to check what day and month it is at the moment, as we all are. And I'm now done 90 days of isolation, so never mind this 5 and 6 weeks of isolation you're all feeling sorry for yourselves about. I've done the full 3 months. For those that didn't know, I managed to get myself they tell me it wasn't COVID, but it was a pretty nasty virus and pneumonia to boot, and which knocked me out for a lot of February and March. And so, yeah, this is what life looks like after 90 days. So we've been inundated with all sorts of stats around health numbers and the economic numbers, and I'm not going to talk about that because there's a variety of sources for that. I thought I'd just give you an insight into my own little world of lending and what's happening now and what I'm seeing. And the key thing that I have been seeing in the last 4 weeks is the interest in fixing your home loan. I've had more conversations in the last 4 weeks about fixed rates than I've had in the previous 14 years, and I am not exaggerating. I historically have never been a great fan of fixing unless you absolutely need certainty because of the limitations fixed rate products have. However, I can understand why it's particularly alluring at the moment, because fixed rates on owner-occupied properties are as low as 2.1%. Yes, I did say 2.1%. So I understand that. So and variable rates are around about 2.7 to 2.9% generally. Okay, there's always specific circumstances. So as a result of that big gap, people are asking about fixed rates. I just want to highlight a couple of things to remember around fixing. When you fix, you're fixed. So if you fix for 2 or 3 years, don't think about breaking that fixed rate term, because the bank can charge you thousands, and I mean thousands, in economic break costs. You're limited with regards to how much you can overpay, so it's generally 5 or 10,000 a year that you can overpay, and only on very rare circumstances will you be able to get an offset account against your fixed loan. So there are some real limitations. So therefore what people tend to do is think about maybe splitting the loan, a bit of this and a bit of that, fixed and variable, and that allows you to keep an offset facility against your variable loan and maximises your flexibility. If you're fixing, you're absolutely only doing it for certainty, right? You're not trying to beat the bank, because I promise you the bank always wins. So if you do benefit financially over those 2 or 3 years, great, it was cream, but it wasn't the reason you fixed. You were willing to accept that there might be a cost associated with fixing because you wanted that certainty. So I hope that's clear. This video is going out with my email. There's a link there where you can click on and we can arrange a 15-minute chat on all of this. But as I said, I've been having heaps of conversations with clients. The other thing is around purchasing. So 2 things with purchasing. Vendors are nervous about publicly advertising their properties. They don't want to spend marketing dollars, and they also don't want the property to be sitting on the market and therefore being tainted by being on the market and people thinking, what's wrong with it? So if you want to buy a property, the only way to find the stock is to speak to agents face to face, have real conversations with people again, rather than hiding behind web searches, which we all love doing. So speak to agents. There are properties available, but the purchasers out there are super serious right now. So if they've gone through the process of determining now's still the right time for them to buy, and they're comfortable with their income levels, it means they're serious. So if you are looking, you're going to be competing against some strong buyers, albeit fewer buyers. And then the last thing with purchasing is obviously don't even contemplate it if your income is under threat. It's bonkers. It's not worth the risk. Okay. I hope you all have a great rest of May. It's bound to be better. We're all about to be released, well, particularly in Victoria. Yeah, I'm looking forward to my new days of freedom. Take care. Speak soon. Thanks. Bye.